Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it is that you're watching me. This is Carol, your health coach, and I'm back with my Teal Stories. This is the, which part? I don't even remember how, but just follow the story. So now, the previous episode, I told you how I was on phone with Rose. I went and I found the nurse, and it was time to face my fears. I had to do a Pap Smear. Goodness, I had no idea how, it looked or something, and I was so scared. What is a Pap Smear, by the way? Someone may ask. A Pap Smear is a test that is used to test for cervical cancer. And where is your cervix? Your cervix is, see, where you see your vagina, inside a bit, there is the vulva and then there is the cervix. So for them to test for cervical cancer, they have to find a way of getting into your cervix, getting as a specimen to take to the lab, and then they will be able to test whether you have HPV or you have cervical cancer, which is caused by HPV. We'll talk about HPV, so don't worry. So Pap Smear, they use a speculum. A speculum is something that is plastic, and then they open up your vaginal area and then they go and get a swab. Most women, and I was that woman who used to think, oh, it's disgusting, oh, it's painful, oh, I don't know what. I was that woman. So that day when I went and I'm on phone with Rose, the nurse has helped me to calm down, and she told me something that I have lived to work with. She told me, when you relax, your muscles will relax and it won't be painful and uncomfortable. Guess what? She was correct. So she helped me calm down. Rose, she was still on phone. Hapa kwa kitanda, nimekaa juu ya kitanda. Of course, napanua miguu, and you feel so. It was my first ever Pap Smear, and unfortunately, it was my last ever Pap Smear. So I don't know maybe what you are afraid of. Remember on our other episode, I said, don't be scared of the process. Just think about the results. So now nimekaa hapo, it's a process, but it was not painful. And in less than 2 minutes, they were done. I was like, what? You guys have been telling me it's painful, it's uncomfortable, but within 2 minutes, it was done. So I was like, Allah, kwani? Hey, okay, sawa. Then, of course, I was not sick. I finished up with Rose, went back to the salon, and I went to make my hair. The following day, it was the same day. I was dating that time, and I was dating this guy who had told me that he's coming over. Guy Jesu. I can imagine hakukuja. I went to the salon, made my hair, then I think he didn't even tell me over the phone. Guy, and some of these relationships, I've also gone through those relationships that are nasty, that you are not respected at all. And sometimes when you're in that relationship, you don't even see it. So I'm not here to tell you about my relationship. So, of course, I went home and I forgot, sikuwa nakumbuka. I forgot completely. I went back to the office. December came and went. My birthday came and went, and all these things. My mind was so occupied. Something I did not tell you. That same year, around the month of August, I had a miscarriage. Yes. 2012 was one of those years. Because the pregnancy was 3 to 4 months old. No, it was 4 months old. I never, it had not shown. I had not told so many people. So I had gone through a miscarriage. And I think I was still struggling to deal with that. Then the relationship I was in that time was quite rocky. So I was still struggling with that. So I never thought about my health. And around that time I had thought, now I'm employed. I had some good, I had a salary. So I was eating junk. I was reckless. Kusema tu kweli, I was reckless. I was just eating anything and everything. So January comes and I was going for that date. Hey, pale Thika Arcade, nikaenda kuingia. Nilikuwa naenda date hapo juu. Kulikuwa na kahoteli kalikuwa kanaitwa Sahara. I think it was Sahara. I used to go and take pancakes and black tea from there. So I'm walking, and then I'm like, nilikuwa nimefanya tests last month. Let me just walk in briefly and very fast and check, check my results. Nikaingia. My teal story. Remember, this is teal. Where I'm having this scarf this is the color teal, and I'm wearing this scarf to show, you know, it's this is the color that we use as cervical cancer awareness, for cervical cancer awareness. And so teal is in between blue and green, and anywhere you see this color, it is a representation that we are creating awareness on cervical cancer. So by that time I don't know anything about cervical cancer. I walk in, I tell these nurses I am here, I came here for some test, and I you know that process. I won't bore you with that story. I want to skip how they even told me. Then I want to tell you the exact emotions that I went through as I wind up this part. When these girls told me, ni kama tunaona ni kama uko na cancer, then I'm like, which cancer? Like what, you know, all those things. Finally, I asked for my test results. Nikaenda date, na tukimaliza date nikamwambia, mimi ni kama nimesikia wanasema niko na cancer. But I'll tell you for free, the feelings and the emotions I was going through that time are unexplainable. To date, I still cannot tell you. They were numb. I was numb, I was confused, and all these things. I went home after the date. I'm a mother. So, nilipata mtoto na house girl. And I could not cry. You know, ushaambiwa vitu mpaka huwezi lia. I could not cry. So, the test results had indicated, I think HPV, I don't know what, I can't remember, but it was CIN, I think CIN 3 or CS, yes, CIN. Then there was a term HPV, and I did not even understand anything. So I didn't check those things until 3 days later when I went to the office, and I was like, wow, watu waliniambia nini? Boss, nikaenda Google, Mr. Google. Hey, my friend, the things I Googled. Nikasikia, oh, cervical cancer, you're supposed to, your symptoms are bleeding, cramps, and all these things. Hey, mimi nilitoka nikaenda kutafuta second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion, all those things. Staki kukubona hiyo story. But before I wind up, the lessons I learned from that experience is that sometimes it is okay to be numb. It is okay to not know. Because the more you know, the more you try to know, the difficult and the most painful it becomes. The moment I Googled, the moment I tried to kusoma huku na kule nini nikaona ma symptoms, my friend, do you know nilianza kubleed? Literally, I got my periods. Nilianza tu kubleed. Na nika realize the power of the mind. So kuna mtu wako hapo, ameenda test, daktari labda amesema tufanye test flani, and then amepewa test results. My friend, please, the first thing you do not try and Google. The first thing you do, you seek support system. Because kama uko na support, ama kama uko na mtu unaweza pigia simu, muulize, umwambie kenye kimeendelea. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to shout, shout. But please, usiende kugugulizi vitu kama hauna support system. Because man, mimi I almost collapsed. So the lesson I learned, as much as you want to know everything, it is good to know, but have the right support system when you want to know the results. My friend, nikwambie, mimi nilienda through hiyo process. Najaribu kupigia bro simu, siwezi ongea, siwezi ambia madhe. Naangalia mtoi wangu hivi najua guy mimi nakufa, naacha mtoto wangu. And I was so sad. But another thing I've learned is that when you're in that situation, shetani anakugojeanga hivi. Aki anakufeed mavitu. I was sure I was dying, I was sure. But you see, it was still too early. I did not know about the stages za cancer, so hata sikuwa najua niko stage gani ama stage. I did not know all those terminologies. But nilijieka uoga ingine yenye haifai. So then if you have a relative, if your sister, your mother, anyone who has gone for Pap Smear, when you go for that Pap Smear, I hope and I pray that the medical professional who will give you the results atakupea counseling. Nata kama atakupea counseling, be ready for anything, but also seek support system. Mimi nataka kusign out. Because hii part, nasikia nimekupea vitu emotional sana. Leo hakuna kitu nimekupea ya kuchekesha. But I'm glad that we are learning. And so, the takeaway lessons is, one, Pap Smear is not painful. If you relax, it is all about the muscles. Number two, we have learned that Pap Smear is the test that is done to check for cervical cancer. And number three, we have learned that you need the right support system. Ndio upate kupata the strength yenye unahitaji to face the results. So usiogope kufanya hiyo Pap Smear. Labda hiyo ndio itakusave juu. Kama singefanya hiyo Pap Smear, imagine singekuwa hapa siku ya leo. So nenda pale TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram na pia hapa YouTube. Follow me, subscribe, na tuendelee na hii story. We need to kiss cervical cancer goodbye. So the best thing you can give, and what you can give is take this video, share with your friends. Also, you can take your phone, chukue simu yako, ende pale kwa kamera, piga selfie kama una kiss cervical cancer goodbye. Mwah. Go to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You will see the kind of photos that people are posting. Post there and say hashtag kiss cervical cancer goodbye, hashtag Carol your health coach. And ukifika pale my Teal Stories, if you're a Teal girl na unataka kushare story yako, ebu nipigie simu 0711621563. Kama we ni Teal girl and you have a story of victory, come, let's celebrate together. It's been 10 years, and for this reason, we are saying we are kissing cervical cancer goodbye. Till next time, I'm Carol, your health coach, who is always happy when rejuvenating nature's beam. See you.